Hey guys, it's Raven Scry here at the start of another week, and today I thought I might try something a little bit different. I have been doing crypto readings, individual crypto readings in the past, which on some level is feeling a little bit tedious. Selecting them out of the hat and doing them one at a time. So today instead I thought to put out the intention to Spirit to move along the timeline and into the next bull run. And from here, I'm going to ask for guidance and any information that they can give about successful projects that are going to do very well in the peak of the next bull run. So I'm going to connect to this topic in a few parts, in a few different videos, and so that I can move a bit deeper into details about what it is that Spirit wishes to share. Now, I'll release these over the next few weeks, one a week, and then we'll see where we are from that point. So firstly, this is not financial advice. I know I haven't said that for a while. These readings can certainly be wrong, as they have been in the past, timelines, all this stuff. It's difficult. Now, I've been exploring with the way I work through the whole time I've been on the channel, so I've had some things that have been terribly wrong, but also some things that have been very accurate. So I'm just offering this from my heart, my connection to Spirit, and really follow your own guidance and only follow with what resonates with you. So I'm going to connect into Spirit now and move along the timeline and into the future and into the next bull run. Now, the first thing that comes to me here when asking Spirit about any information to be shared about successful projects in the next bull run and anything else they wish to share, the first thing that comes to mind is a reference to Ice Age. Now, in connection to that, I'm seeing a woolly mammoth. Now, I'm hearing funds disappearing and many people's funds disappearing, which doesn't feel like a great start to the reading, but Spirit is obviously giving this as it's needed. It almost feels like it's a warning that, too soon for, the next bull run is the way that it's feeling to me. But I ask, tell me more about disappearing funds, and I hear many people will lose everything and won't be able to start again. And I ask, well, what's the purpose of being told this? To let your viewers know that things will get worse and not to act too hastily. I hear freedom for the people will come later, but there is a deep depression first. Now I ask, haven't we already seen this to some degree? And I'm hearing yes, but more to come. So as I move now into the next bull run, I ask Spirit, can you please share projects that are doing well here, or connections to projects? And I hear yes, but keep the other in mind. And, as they keep speaking about this kind of, what they've been talking about, don't act too hastily and whatnot, it's like it's giving me this heavy feeling. And I'm often, when I'm connecting to the crypto market, getting this heavy feeling. It's like Spirit almost is pushing me back. And within that, I've tried to work with that in this reading so far, and allow it to kind of move. And I do feel like it's just a warning of the times, and that it's not yet time for this crazy, amazing bull run action yet. So this is just the way, I'm just explaining the way that I work with it. And, in the past, it's like I kind of pulled back from these crypto readings totally, because they just kept sort of saying, it's not the time, it's not the time. So they're coming in with this, it's not the time, but we'll give you more information if you keep that in mind, is what they're saying. Okay, so I ask Spirit, what would you like to share in regards to successful projects in the next bull run? And I'm hearing green and orange, and they show me a tick. And now they're showing me a scene. Okay, they're giving me this scene, which I'll explain. They're showing me a scene of a river which is flowing through a city. And I don't necessarily feel like this particular river has significance, but I know it to be a place called South Bank in Victoria. So whether that's a detail or not, I felt to share that. But it's just they're directing me to this place, and they ask me to look down into the water, and there seems to be cryptos at the bottom of the water. And I hear, watch for the ones that shine. And so I look down into the water and start to relax and let myself expand into the experience more. Now, the first reference that they give is a reference to yellow, and the way I see it is a big block letter that looks like a Y coming through. And I ask for more information about this. Is this a project that's already here? And I hear yes. And I ask, well, is it existing yet? And then I hear no. Keep an eye out. Okay, is there any more clues for this why kind of connection? And I hear no, and they say move along, and they're directing me now to focus back into the water. Okay, so they show me, as I look down, they show me a big chain next, and they say 2. And as they indicate 2, they're talking about 2 digits on the hand, like someone's putting up 2 digits. And I ask, well, is there anything else connected to this chain reference? Because I want to say it's a little bit kind of, I don't know, like difficult to be reading. It's like they're giving me kind of information that's in clumps rather than a flow is how it's feeling. So I'm just allowing myself to adapt as best as I can with this connection as I go. And so as I ask anything connected here with this chain reference, I'm hearing markers are indicating high success, capital, quality project. Okay, I'm feeling to leave that there, and we're going to get back to the sparkling cryptos. So interestingly enough, I'm getting a reference to Finding Nemo, and I ask significance here, and I'm being shown an orange fish with big eyes like a big goldfish. And I keep hearing sparkle and seeing a rainbow, and it's like I'm seeing this spiral moving up and out of the water, and there's a reference to S. Now, I want to say I feel like there's separation here with what they're touching into so far. It feels like separation in regards to different projects. So I keep hearing this sparkle reference and seeing this rainbow spiral moving up and out of the water, starting with an S. And I'm hearing rise and get a very positive feeling coming in, very light, very positive around this project. And they keep showing me these 2 digits, 2, referencing 2. And I ask the significance here, and I hear 2 connected projects. And I ask, what's the other connected project? Like, how is this working? And I hear fire and burn mechanism. Now I ask, is it like some sort of a fuel token? And I'm hearing yes. Now, as I keep being shown this rainbow spiral, I'm also hearing a reference to Sunday, and I'm just seeing this ice cream. They're also showing me a unicorn. Okay, so I ask, is this some sort of exchange platform or mechanism? Because to me, the unicorn feels connected to Uniswap in some way, something along these lines is the sense that I get. And I'm hearing yes. And then I hear turn off and burn tokens and swapping tokens. And I ask again, is this project going to do very well in the next bull run? And I hear yes. It's like it has a high functionality and it's being used a lot. Almost how Uniswap is used in the way that it's being shown. And I hear huge growth, and I am seeing a figure of 70 times. I'm also hearing the month of September and June. Now I ask if it already exists, because I heard a yes and also no, it's like it's not clear in this way. And I ask, is it because part of it hasn't been developed? And I'm hearing no, separate. So I ask, well, is it separate and not connected yet? And I get a thumbs up and a yes. So I ask, well, by the next bull run, will there be new development to this or both of these projects? And I get yes and a thumbs up as well. Now I ask, well, what else can you share to make us recognise this project? And I'm hearing Sunday swap and getting a yes, and financial gains. And so I ask, well, is the project Sunday swap? And they're saying yes, tick. Okay, so in the way that I'm reading, I'm trying to hold back from actually pinpointing what the exact project is, because it allows more space for information to come through in that way. But Sunday swap just keeps coming in. Now, they talk about not investing in it yet. That's why they gave such a strong warning at the start. Now, I ask, is there anything else you want to share in regards to this project before we close? Now, I keep being shown 2 as being significant. Now, this feels like it could have a double meaning in the way that the energy is. As I connect to 2, it's like I'm being shown not 1 timeline, but 2, or 2 references to the number 2. So I keep being shown this 2 as significant. So I say, well, is it 2 months? I'm getting a yes. And I say, well, is it 2 years? And I'm getting a thumbs up. So there's something significant possibly in both of those time periods. But the 2, they just keep coming through with 2. So they're now giving me an example of what looks to be a sieve where you put the flour through and all the parts are falling through the gaps, but some of the more solid pieces are remaining in the sieve. And I ask, is this an example of the market in some way? And I hear yes, we're not done yet. Now I ask, is there any last words before we finish up today with this reading? And I'm hearing ships will sail soon, be brave to join the fleet. And I'm feeling like they're referring to a new round of collective energy. And it's about not missing the time to board and join the fleet when it leaves, basically. And I just keep being shown this 2 reference. Okay, well, I want to thank Spirit for everything that's been shared today. If you're enjoying these videos, please give a like and subscribe and share them with whoever you feel may resonate. Also, if you've got anything to say about the project or the reading, please pop it in the comments below. One thing that's come to mind, this reading has given me a connection in some way to something that happened yesterday for me, which, as I've learned over the last several years of listening to Spirit, it often gives these interconnected messages. So I'm feeling like this is in some way connected, but I was at my 10-year-old nephew's birthday yesterday and I nearly didn't go because I was having a bit of a struggle emotionally in the morning, and I just nearly thought, no, I can't do it. I can't be there. But I just decided, okay, push on, and I pushed through it and went. Now, there was a big birthday cake there, and it was a rainbow caramel ice cream cake, which I had a really big piece of, and it was so yummy, and it was really colourful and swirly. So I feel in some way that this is connected to today's reading, and perhaps it was a little clue yesterday of what was coming today. Okay guys, take care, and I'll see you next time. Raven Scry signing off.